I'm going to see if there's any yard sales I can hit on a Sunday. As my yard sale woes continue, just not being very happy with the yard sales in my area, I'm going to try going out on a Sunday morning rather than a Saturday morning. Previous videos, it was just kind of like you see the stuff that I'm finding. It's just, hasn't been up to par. The stuff that I look for. Now, not to say that there's not profitable items, but I'm being a little more particular. I'm looking for more like collectible and vintage items rather than just some run-of-the-mill stuff that, is going to sit around for a while. I'm looking for stuff that moves quick rather than sits around. Looking at yard sale treasure map, I only found a couple on there, so I'm going to head to those two. Of course, they're on opposite sides of the city, which gives us ample opportunity to maybe see if we could find some in between the two. So hopefully we'll hit something at the first yard sale. All that stuff there, you would think I would find something, but I didn't find anything. So I've actually been to that house before. It's advertised as a moving sale, but I think they'd been moving for, 2 or 3 months. I thought, as I'm trying to find some yard sales on Sunday to kill some time and to make some content, I would just talk about some solds. Here's some solds over the last couple of weeks that I found interesting or have some type of story to go along with it. If you've seen my reels before, or the shorts, or whatever YouTube calls them, I can't remember, I always talk about finding free items at my storage unit. Well, these Clark shoes I found at my storage unit, in the box, sitting in the community up for grabs area. I can't remember exactly what they call it, but they were just sitting there for free. My first thought was, people throwing shoes in that area, how valuable could they be? Well, turns out they're pretty valuable, because I sold them for $72 on a best offer. I don't know what's special about them. I don't know this brand all that well. I've heard of it, but I didn't think it was all that popular or a designer brand or something like that. But hey, a pair of free shoes sold for $72, that's complete and all profit for me. I did sell 2 sets of these hacksaw blades. I sell these in packs of 3. Well, they've been listed as packs of 3. I've had these for a very long time. I got these in a bulk buy with a bunch of stuff. I see a yard sale. Nope, not a yard sale, just somebody cleaning out their garage. Anyway, so I sell these in packs of 3. I've had them for a very long time. They came in a bulk buy. I got them from one of those liquidation companies that package up all kinds of similar items. I forgot the name of it, but I need to go back. If I ever do remember the name, I need to go back and look, because they used to have some really good stuff. Anyway, so I've had these a long time, hadn't sold any for a while, so I deactivated the listing and then relisted it and got 2 sales right off of it. I think I have 1 more set left. I'm not 100% positive, but I know that when I dug these out, there wasn't very many left. So I sold these for like $10 a piece. 2003 Cary Earnhardt diecast. I stumble into these bulk buys of, Hot Wheels, Matchbox, NASCAR diecast, and I buy them, and I don't know why, because these things take forever to sell. Again, not something that currently that I'm buying into. I actually have like 2 tubs full of stuff like this that I haven't even listed yet, because it just doesn't sell. Not that it doesn't sell, it just takes forever, and it takes a particular buyer to want this one for their collection. But I sold this one. I think I took a best offer on it for $8.50. Talk about another sale while we're getting gas. I sold this 1990 Hoops Michael Jordan Olympic team graded PSA 10. I took a best offer on this for $90. This is part of my new sports. This is part of my sports card junk wax strategy of finding sealed complete sets, pulling out the good cards that are worth sending to PSA, sending them in, hoping for that 10, and of course selling them for a nice profit. You guys saw me pick up this Marvel's Thanos Lego at a yard sale just a few weeks ago. I believe I got this for $2 with a bunch of other ones. Took a best offer on this for $8.99 plus the shipping. Just remember, sealed Legos, they do sell. So if you're ever out yard selling and you find sealed Legos, just make sure you don't overpay for them. But definitely try to pick those up, and get them for the lowest price that you can. But sealed Legos are something that just will generate you money time and time again. Lego discontinues sets. They don't make those sets anymore. They don't reintroduce them. When they stop making them, they stop making them. Doesn't necessarily create a limited supply of them. It creates a limited supply of sealed products. So even if you're out at Walmart, Target, some other toy store that sells sealed Legos, and you see them on clearance for less than $10, some of these smaller ones, you want to try to get it down to like $5 or less than $5. Just buy them, stick them in a storage somewhere, just a few years later, they post them and they will sell. May take a little time, but they will sell, and you'll get good money out of it. Another high value sports card that went out. Coincidentally, we're talking about this sports card as I drive past where my local LCS is right here. It's called Cards at the Cages. Check them out if you're ever in the Greensboro, North Carolina area. Best card shop around. Anyways, this is a Victor Wembanyama. I think that's how you say his name. Anyways, this is from the 2003-2004 Donruss Elite spell out. It is a short print, printed to 99. What's cool about this card is that the W for the Spellbound actually goes for higher than some of the other letters in his name. So that was my thought when I put it up, because I don't remember the exact comps of some of the other ones, but I do remember thinking that, hey, I could probably get a little bit more because it's the W in his name, and it made me more desirable to people who are not exactly trying to collect the entire Spellbound. If you don't know what Spellbound series are, the card company will print one card with a different picture with a different letter from the player's name and spell out their name, and that set is called the Spellbound set for that player. This cat in the hat mug I've had for a very long time. I was very surprised of how long it took to sell this mug. I thought this thing was neat. It was branded. I don't remember the year, but I mean, it's cat in the hat branded. Just a really intricate mug, and I thought this thing would sell pretty quickly, but it didn't. If I remember, I could put in here somewhere how long I've had it. I don't remember from looking at the listing, but I do put it in the custom SKU. Usually put in there the day that I list it. So, but I know it's been at least 2 years that this mug sat around. So another category of items that I'm trying to get out of is pottery and glassware and dishware and things like that. Again, it's just it takes a while for it to sell, and not really trying to hold on to stuff like this because the longer you have glassware, dishware, pottery, the likelihood of damage or breakage or something like that goes up. Also, sometimes the stuff is a pain to ship because of how fragile it is. Another type of item that I'm trying to get out of is these just cheap Funko Pops. And what I mean by the cheap ones are these just ones that are not well known, like this one. I don't even know what this one is from. I took a best offer on it for $8. I know that I've had this thing since probably 2019, 2020, somewhere in that time frame. Again, just these ones that are not well recognized, something that is not from a well-established TV show, movie, cartoon, action figure. They just sit forever and ever and ever. And as I say this, I just remembered that just think even in my last yard sale video, I bought a lot of them, and they were just the cheap. Like the only one I had heard of is the Squid Games one. The rest of them I actually had never heard of. But again, I paid like, less than $2 a piece for those things. But I may get $5 to $8 for it. Is that worth my time? Is that worth my money? I don't know. I don't think so. So I'm trying to get out of these just kind of no name, no not associated with anything popular type of Funko Pops. For the ones on the yard sale treasure map, again, the one I showed you, a lot of stuff, just a bunch of newer toys. And those people have been having a move-in sale for like 3 months. I think they might be, some type of, I don't know, maybe they go to yard sales, buy stuff, and and do good prices, but maybe, I don't know. It's just I've been to that house like 3-4 times. So, but again, didn't really find anything there. And the one other sale that I found on the treasure map, didn't even find it. And I fell for 2 yard sale signs that were for yesterday. So that's another drawback of going out on Sunday, is falling for the signs that people keep up. They don't take their signs down when their sale is over. If you have a yard sale, please remove your signs. Makes your community look junky when you leave your signs up, and it helps people not just randomly drive past your house thinking you're having a yard sale. Now I'm going to look on Facebook Marketplace and see if I can find any yard sales listed there. Looking at Facebook Marketplace, I don't see any sales. Well, I do see some, but nothing that I'm confident that I'm going to drive kind of a longer distance to go check out. So I'm going to go to a local flea market that I've never been to on a Sunday. So I've been there on Saturdays before, and it's okay, not great, but I've never been on a Sunday, so we're going to check it out for a Sunday and see if it's any better. I don't have that high of hopes, but we'll see. And while we're riding, I'll tell you about this Star Wars Palpatine mask, or the Emperor. I got this at the Goodwill bins, of all places. I don't go to the bins all that much, mainly because they're way on the other side of town from where I live, and they're not actually very big. Like the facility is not very big. It's like they took an old Goodwill and just made it a bins Goodwill. A lot of the other Goodwills that I've been to, are these large, buildings with, tons of stuff in it. This one is not that way. But anyways, I found this mask there. So again, bins, of course, you pay by the pound. I got this with some other items. So, I don't know exactly how much I paid for it, but it's like, pennies, less than $1. And it sold it for, I believe it was $24.99 plus the shipping. So this 1990s new with tags. That's why I had got such a good price for it. 90s Atlanta Braves baseball cap. It was new with tags. I got $25 for it. All these types of hats and jerseys, t-shirts, big spell outs, things like that. All of this stuff is, in style right now. So things like this will sell if you find them in the wild. Definitely pick them up. Most people sell hats for less than $3. You can find them at yard sales. You can find them at thrift shops, things like that. And, they may take a minute to sell, but they will sell, and you'll get pretty decent money for it. You guys have seen me come here before, so it's just, we're going to try it on a Sunday now. Again, see some people out, but again, not a lot. So, not a lot.
Because we know that your business demands financing that works when you need it. Like when your landscaping company needs you. Wherever you see your business headed, Ford Simple can help you pursue your goals and ideas. Start at $4,000.
Oh, they wanted $50 for that whole bin. Everything in there was torn up, stuck together, rounded corners. Wouldn't budge off of 50. I offered them 20. I'm actually glad they didn't take it after I looked at it a little bit more. Again, the cards were in very rough condition. Had a Wii and an Xbox, but they were overpriced as well.
Que apenas están floreando.
Ay, están los chiquitos que traigo.
Yeah. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good, thanks.
How's it going, boss man?
Good, brother, how are you?
All right. This one.
Rough. Yeah, not a lot of good stuff. I'm gonna go inside now. A lot of it's more of the same, just vendors with the same junk as that's outside. Just inside. Again, not all that impressive. I didn't really expect much, so my expectations were low, and I'm glad I kept my expectations low. Random yard sale on Tuesday. I was on the way to meet some friends and ran across a yard sale. It's, let's see, come on, watch. It's 6:15 in the PM. So, anyways, this is going to require some cleaning, but it's a black and red Yankees hat. Yankees is one of those teams that, like, their merchandise doesn't sit around very long. It's a fitted 7 5/8. It is going to need some cleaning. I got a hat cleaner and a special way that I clean hats. I'll pull these stickers off and not put them back on. But again, paid $1 for it, so you know, getting it, 15, $20 for it, it would be well worth it. I got these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle party bags, and what I plan to do with these, just as a, thanks for buying it, is when I sell a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figure, I'm going to put it in this and then put it in the box that I mail it in. A little extra, something extra special, since I only paid $1 for it. And on a random Tuesday deal of the day, paid $50 for Jimmy Snuka, Big John Stud, Roddy Piper. I don't think this is original to it. It may be, but I'm not sure. But it's all tore up, so I'll probably just end up throwing it off, taking it, throwing it away. I think this is Tito Santana. I'm not positive. I'll have to look and see who it is. No, it says WCW 1990 on it. So somebody from WCW. If you know, put it in the comments. All right, who else do we got here? We got Shiki Baby. The life of me, his name just escaped me. I knew it when I bought it, but Nikolai Volkov. No, that's not Nikolai Volkov. Anyways, I can't think of the name. If I think of the name, I'll put it here. All right, and this one is in really good condition. Here's an Andre the Giant. These are from 1984. The smaller one was from 1990. But, I mean, this one is in really good condition. The paint is really nice on it. And a Hogan with the belt. So, again, paid $50 for all these. They're in really nice condition. They go for various prices. But for a Tuesday, it's been $52 on some, vintage '84 wrestling figures and, some other random stuff. It's a pretty good deal.